sit down. I got a bad foot. Hey, I'm out here in Lakeland from Orlando. Let's give it up for Lakeland. Woo! Hey, they have a girl up here. She's black. You know, I'm half black. You know, I did 23andMe and I found that shit out. I lost a lot of privileges. And all I can say, I can't say the full N word anymore. All I can say is "grr." As far as I can get. You know, but it's not all that bad. I get half off on tickets and shit now, so it's not bad. Hey, I'm gonna tell you about myself. I'm 63 years old. I'm a senior citizen. I want to say my group over here. Look at my fellow people over here. My damn. You know, we were just talking about that earlier about being older. You guys know you get old, you go into a room, you go into a room, you know why you're in there. You're like, why I come in there? You know, you get 63 and become a senior citizen. You forget why you're in them or how you get out. You become an escape room and shit. Hey, how I can't get out of this motherfucker? How I get out of here? Gotta call somebody. Hey, somebody got some blueprints in this room so I can get out of here. You know, coming up. You know, like I said, I'm 63 and I come from a family. I got 8 brothers. You know, and we were poor coming up, single mom. Everybody, you guys ever been so poor? You know, we were so poor. We lived in Sacramento, California. We had fog for dinner. You know, that's how poor we were. Eat fog. You know. We had cereal. We had to share the milk. We had to eat it with a fork, pass the bowl to the next person. You know, share the bath water. Anybody share bath water with your brothers and shit? Oh, yeah. Anybody remember that? Yeah. You know, that shit was fine until you got to be 17 and 18. Hey, man, there ain't the soap back there. What the hell is that? You know? What you doing? What the hell was going on? You know, we was so poor. We kept in the 60s, right? And they said the KKK was in the neighborhood. But we didn't give a fuck. We ran outside anyway. We knew to be some crackers out there. So we didn't get. Let's go eat, man. Let's go eat, you know. Weatherman says chilly outside. We ran outside with spoons. Where is it? Coming up, yeah. It's coming up. And all that started. I'm like single. I'm half single. I'm separated. Me and my wife got separated. We live in separate houses now. She lives in her house. I live in my house. And we share a 15-year-old. But you know, it's different. You know, my 15-year-old was doing something he wasn't supposed to do, and she said, "You're supposed to be taking care of him." I said, "He's 15. He ain't 2." You know, she goes, "Well, yap, like that." You know what? I said, "I'm going home. I gotta take that shit. I gotta take that." Oh, who's married out here? Anybody married? Who been married for like 3 years, 7 years? You know, when you're married under 7 years, you know, you're having sex in all the positions, right? Yeah. You're having sex in the upside down position, the behind the section, like that. You get married about 10 years or so, it starts becoming the missionary position. Well, you've been married like 20-something years, sex becomes a mission. You know what I'm saying? It becomes a mission. You got to make sure the rent is paid, make sure the kids' college things are formed, make sure the grass is cut, make sure she got money for the salon and shit like that. And it'd be like downtown, like the Mission Impossible plan. Hope you get some sex coming on, you know. And it ain't fun being old, you know. It's terrible, right? It's terrible getting older. But you know, you get old sometimes. Like I look around being older now. It is kind of fun, but the sex part does get kind of funny because sometimes it's like going to Disney. You know, you wait a long time for the ride. Then it's over 3 minutes, you know. You know, and also I want to tell you, I say this joke real quick. I want to say something about people coming out. People come out and say, "Hey, you look like a certain person." They say I look like O.J. Simpson. You know, the funny part that is my wife's name is Nicole, and my son's name is Justin, and my daughter's name is Sydney. And we've been planning that shit, but we found out my wife freaked out. And she said, "Oh God, what are you gonna do? Our dear, the OJ, what are you gonna do?" I started walking up the house, and she said, "Where you going?" I said, "I'm going to get me a Bronco, a knife, and a glove to keep your ass in check." All right, you guys, that's it for mine. I'm getting on out of here. Thank you.